So if you clicked on this video, you are probably a homeowner and right now you're thinking about selling your home. If so, awesome, you've come to the right place because in this video, I am gonna tell you how to sell your home and potentially get top dollar in the fastest way possible in just 7 steps. Or is it 7? I don't know. If this is your first time to my channel, what's up? My name is Jeremy Mateo. I am a real estate investor, broker. I own my own brokerage, and I've helped dozens of my own clients, including myself, buy and sell real estate here on Oahu. To be honest, selling your house is a little bit more complicated than buying one, but if you follow these 7 steps, I promise you that they're super simple and you're gonna have a good chance at selling your house really fast for top dollar. Which would be the best case scenario, and the worst case scenario would be that your house is just sitting on the market and it's there forever and no one wants to buy it. So let's get started. All right, the first thing you want to do, step 1, is get a good realtor, AKA me. So right now you want to send me, Jeremy Mateo, an email at info@jeremymateo.com and let me know that you want to sell your house. All right, just kidding. But since you've mentioned it, I might as well shamelessly plug myself. Go send me an email or follow me on Instagram. You can see all the real estate work I do. But in all seriousness, you're gonna need a good realtor to help you sell your house. Now, if you think you can sell your house without a realtor, then why the hell are you watching this video? Just X out, But before you do, subscribe to my channel and then X out. Yeah.
What?
So cool. Let's say you got your realtor. Awesome. Once you have your realtor, they're probably gonna want to meet you and see the property in person. And that is when they'll meet you and conduct what is known as a listing appointment. Now, if you're not sure what realtor to use, feel free to interview multiple realtors and have multiple listing appointments. All right, so once you've chosen your realtor, awesome. It is time for step 2, which is understand your why and your motivation. Essentially, why are you selling your home? How fast do you want to sell your home? Are you moving away soon and you need to sell it right away? Or maybe you need to sell your home in order to buy another home because you're upsizing, which by the way, that's pretty common with a lot of my clients right now. A lot of my clients who bought their home 4 to 5 years ago are calling me right now because back then they bought a condo and then now they're ready to sell it and use the profits for a down payment to buy a single family home. Whatever your situation is, it is important to communicate your motivation and your time frame with your realtor. The reason why this is important is because they need to know how fast they need to sell your home for you, and they need to think of a strategy of how to sell your home within that time frame. Once you've communicated your motivation and why you are selling to your realtor and also your time frame for selling your property, now it is time for step 3. Step 3 is understand what is fair market value. Now, this step is an interesting one. The reason why I say that is because most of the time, not all, but most of the time, a lot of homeowners or my clients, and if you're my client watching this, don't get mad. It's okay. I'm not mad either. Just don't be mad at me. But most of the time, homeowners think that their home is worth way more than what it actually is. Boom! Okay, I hope I didn't trigger anyone. Now, I feel like what I said was kind of mean, but let me just say that in a more nicer way. Sometimes some homeowners have a different idea than what is fair market value compared to what their realtors think is fair market value. And that is okay. See what I did there?
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
Now, the reason why I say most homeowners think this is because basically they are emotionally attached to their property, especially when, they've been living in it for a couple years. And honestly, I will admit I am the same way too. After flipping 9, 10 properties and also living in this condo for 5 years now, I'm definitely emotionally attached and would think my properties are worth way more than what reality is. It's completely normal. But how do you figure out what is actually fair market value? So this is basically your realtor's job, and basically what they're gonna do is find the most recent sales in your neighborhood or your building if you're in a condo, and they're gonna see what is the most similar to yours and what are they priced at, what do they sell at. This is called finding the comps, also known as comparables. So if your home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom condo that's like 1,000 square feet with a bunch of upgrades and tiles and new appliances and all that, they're gonna look for other comps in your building that is exactly the same, which is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,000 square feet, similarly upgraded, and they're gonna see what they sold for. Now let's say, you have a house and it's a 4-bedroom house that is in original condition from like the 80s or whatever, and there was never any upgrades, you like carpet and all that, whatever. You can't compare your home to a home that's sold in your street that's like super renovated, like very modern. You can't compare them because they're not the same, condition. So please keep that in mind when comparing your home to the comp. All right, now it is time for step 4, which is actually the most important step out of everything in this video, like everything. Step 4 is pricing strategy. This is how you and your realtor will decide what to price your property at. Again, this is actually very important, so don't f this up, like for real. The reason why this is important is because the way you price your property can honestly make or break how efficiently you sell your home. Remember, the goal is to sell it in the fastest way possible with possibly getting top dollar. This is why before the step 3, you need to understand what fair market value is. And you need to also be real with what your home is possibly worth. Also, another thing to consider is that there are several other factors that can and will affect how fast your property could sell. Some factors that I've seen personally affect a sale could be the time of the year you sell. Yes, believe it or not, like if you try to sell your house during the spring, summertime, you probably would get more action than if you sell it during the wintertime. Other things are like the neighborhood, if it's on a main road, if it's on a busy street, if it's near a school, it depends what school that is, so many other things. If you have a good realtor, they will go over these factors with you and also your property. Also, keep in mind that when you list your property on the market, the first 2 weeks of it going live is the most important and crucial 2 weeks for the sale. The reason is because it is during that period of time when your listing has the most eyes on it because it's new, it's fresh, people are curious, they're like, ooh, what is this house that just came on the market? If you are priced way too high, which so many people do, there's actually a really great chance that you will have little to no attention and you'll just hear crickets when your home goes on the market. This happened to me on one of my flips back in the day. When I flipped that Hawaii Kai house on the water, I thought I could get top dollar at 2.6 million. So I listed it high and guess what? I barely got any attention. And it sat on the market for 8 months. You do not want that. If it's priced correctly, at the correct fair market value, you should get a decent amount of attention and traffic. One analogy that I like to use, when pricing your home correctly is that like when you're shopping for clothes, if you see something nice that catches your eye and you're like, ooh, I like this, and then you look at the price tag, you're like, oh, okay. If it's higher than what you expected, then like you don't want to bother trying it on. Like you're just gonna like, oof, you're gonna walk away with no hesitation, not even gonna look back. Now, if you see something at the store and you're like, ooh, let me see this, and then you grab the price tag and it's actually at a lower price you were expecting, you're like, oh snap, let me try this on right now. If you really like it, I want to buy this like right now. Now, me personally, my pricing strategy isn't what most homeowners want to hear, but for you watching, just hear me out. For what I like to recommend my clients is first, I'd like to find what fair market value is and then price it just below that. The reason why I say that is because when the home is listed and let's say, comps are at like 515, but you price it at 500, lots of people are gonna see it when it hits the market and be like, whoa, this is lower than what it should be. Let's go see it right now. And hell, maybe some people would be like, oh, we got to offer on this right now. It's a good deal. And if that's the case, there may even be a chance that you get multiple offers and start a bidding war.
This is Sparta!
And that is the best case scenario that you want. And I know that can happen and is very possible because that's exactly what happened with one of my other flip. In my most recent project, I posted a video explaining how the comps for my flip were at about 515,000, but I listed it at 500,000. And guess what? I ended up selling at 521,000 because there's multiple offers and we had a bidding war. So if you like, after this video, go watch that video that I posted about my project. So yes, it indeed does work. All right, time for step 5. That is make your property presentable. So when you're gonna sell your home, you need to coordinate with your realtor, and they're probably gonna ask you to make sure that you clean your home, make it presentable, make it super nice, and have the most sexy curb appeal. That way, when it's looking really nice, they can hire professional photographers. They can come in, take super nice, high quality pictures, and make super cool videos, and market it to the entire world, and hopefully find a buyer. The same thing goes with you having your house open for open houses, showings. You know, you wanna make sure you declutter it and make it super nice, super clean and clear. Real quick, everyone say hi to my new doggy. He's a Pomsky. This is Gronky. Say what's up, Gronky. He's a little crapper right now. He's named after Rob Gronkowski, the best tight end that ever existed. He played for the Patriots. All right, say bye, Gronky. All right, now it's time for step 6, which is put your house on the market. From here, now it's your realtor's job. They're gonna put it on the MLS. They're gonna market it as much as they can. And if they're good, they're gonna put it all over social media. They're gonna do email blasts, make YouTube videos about it, put it on multiple Facebook groups, and basically get as much exposure as possible to your property. These are all the things that I do for my clients and my listings anyway. So hopefully your realtor is doing that too. And if not, you know, give me a call. Let me know. Step 7 is make your home available. What this means is that you want to make sure that you allow your home to be open and readily available to be seen by the public. That means keeping it clean, making it available for your realtor to do brokers opens, open house, and even do private showings during the weekends and the weekdays. I know it could be a pain in the ass, but think about it. You know, you're trying to sell your house. If your property is never available to be seen and no one can see it in person, then you're probably gonna have a really hard time selling your property. Because think about it, who is going to buy a property without seeing it in person? Very, very few people do that. All right, and that's basically it. If you follow these steps, especially step number 4, you know, you should be able to sell your property relatively fast and get a lot of attention. And if it really works out for you, you could definitely cause a bidding war and get multiple offers. And again, you know, potentially sell your home for top dollar. So if you stuck around to the end and you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You know, again, if you're thinking about selling your home here on Oahu or even buying, you know, feel free to email me at info@jeremymateo.com. Follow me on Instagram. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. But until then, I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.